Well, the heat's back, so is Danielle.
In a big way, you guys.
Yeah.
90s.
I really felt it out there today.
Oh,
and then the clouds came in this evening.
And the thunderstorms and everything in between. Luckily, those storms are helping to cool us off just a bit, but man, was it toasty, and there's more to come.
Yeah,
93 officially out of DIA. We hit 97 in Greeley as well as Sterling, and then up through the high country, some 70s and 80s out there. Look what these thunderstorms have done. We're now sitting at 71 out toward DIA, some lower 80s in northern Colorado, so everyone enjoying a really nice cool off after a sizzling hot start to July. 93 out of the airport, and again our average 88. Looking out at Lookout Mountain off to the east, you can see those stormy skies brewing further east of DIA. We had to deal with some pretty strong thunderstorms out there, picked up a 1/4 inch of water out at the airport, and tonight the storms continue up through the high country, our central mountains, the San Juans as well, and then far northeastern Colorado, really looking at the majority of these storms packing a pretty good punch. Out toward DIA, the showers starting to wind down, but starting to materialize just a little bit more with a whole lot of lightning, putting on quite the show along I-76, dealing with some heavy rain out there, maybe some very, very small hail embedded within some of these thunderstorms, as well as a whole lot of lightning. You head up into Nebraska and across I-80, they're under a severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. tonight. Up toward Fort Collins, Loveland, Berthoud, a little bit of light rainfall earlier this afternoon, and those showers are beginning to wind down. Things start to wind down for much of the I-25 corridor within the next hour or two, and then we'll be left with partly cloudy skies. Temps feeling good tonight, upper 50s, low 60s here in eastern Colorado. Cooler in the 40s in Yampa, over to Aspen and Gunnison tonight too. Looking at the Front Range, will only drop off to about 58 in Blackhawk, but cooler in the 40s in Walden, Grand Lake, and over to Kremling. So by about 7, 8 o'clock, still a few lingering storms off across the northeastern plains, but by 11 p.m., dry skies out there. And look at this. This is the way we kick off our Wednesday. Nothing but sunshine out there. Should be a beautiful start to the day. By the afternoon, a few storms starting to brew up through the mountains, as well as the cloud cover increasing quite a bit. Most of the storms tomorrow west of the Continental Divide. Many of us here in eastern Colorado will be enjoying the heat yet again, and of course all of that sunshine too. Take a look at your hour-by-hour planner. We'll be in the lower 90s right after the lunch hour. It's just going to be another hot, sunny, and dry July day. Temperatures holding in the mid-90s around the metro area, and off to the eastern plains, we're just getting a little closer to that triple-digit mark with low 80s around Yampa, Aspen, and Gunnison, and more 90s out to the western. So we'll be in the 70s tomorrow afternoon around Idaho Springs and Blackhawk, back to the upper 80s in Aurora and Parker, and then mid-90s into northern Colorado. Super 7-day forecast real quick. Few isolated storms on tap for us Thursday and on the 4th of July. Doesn't look like a full washout, Lionel, so make sure you're still going to be doing the pool day, the barbecue, or whatever your plans may have.